Welcome to the Shigama Live Show with your host, Shigama. The source of this material is experience.com in 2013. Salaries have not increased that much. I don't believe they've increased that much. I've been actually researching all of the salaries. So here are the top 10 jobs in information technology. Veronica C. is the original author. I, of course, am simply sourcing her. Information technology, often shortened just to IT, is a buzz phrase you've probably heard of ad nauseum if you happen to work with IT personnel or went to school for anything related to computers. IT workers are highly specialized in their field, which is probably why they're often just called IT nerds. They like what they do and understand it inside and out. IT workers are also essential to just about every modern business model. If a company relies on phones and emails, chances are there's an IT professional behind it, all making sure the cogs in the machine function properly. So, what's the real benefit of being in a behind the scenes technological lifeblood of a company? Excellent pay is your reward, more often than not. As the economy finds its footing and more jobs open up, expect the requirements of IT professionals to be vast as ever. Curious that you might like to do and how much someone will pay you to do it? Consider these 10 leading fields and their median salary ranges. So these are the median salaries. Be sure to like the video and away we go. Number one, IT consultant. Ranking number 13 on CNN's most recent Best Jobs in America list, the work of being an IT consultant is as vague as it sounds. In this position, your job is to evaluate the systems and do the research that no one else entirely understands. As CNN puts it, everyone from local startups to the Fortune 500 companies need IT consultants to help them figure out the cheapest and fastest way to run computer better. Education requires a bachelor's degree in computer science. Uh, Definitely helps, like most positions in this list. Sin also recommends that an IT consultant specialize in a niche category to help focus on the kind of experience he or she gets. The median salary is 96,400, and that is according to CNN. Uh, Let me make one little correction. They said she. In my experience, this is one of the fields that women simply are not interested in, and that is neither here nor there. Is simply that women are just not interested in this field. And please don't say I know a girl who's interested in it. You know a girl. Probably there is 1 million other girls who are not interested in it. So she doesn't prove the average. Okay. I have actually been sat through close to 1,000 hours of tech streamers from everything from actual game development, software development, startups, actually showing you exactly what they're doing. And it is almost 100% men. Almost 100% men. There is one girl who's doing a low poly game. And for those of you who don't understand what a low poly game, I invite you to go look it up and see what it looks like. Now, and of course, so she's doing the cute version of low poly game. Now, when it comes to art, you would think that art would be a woman thing. And you would be right, except for when it comes to game design. Art and game design, women are not interested in it. Why are they not interested in it? Because game design art is technical. You can do a quote unquote picture or whatever you want to visually look at, but a part of that process that you cannot avoid is the total programming of that artwork to actually function. And let's not even talking about getting that artwork ready for a game. which requires nothing but technical instances. So as I read through this, women are simply not interested in this. And that's interest. I'm not saying they can't do the work. I'm saying interest. Interest is something that people keep avoiding. Number two, cloud architecture. You've heard of cloud computing, of course. Although that storage space existing in the either can't be touched literally, it still needs to be organized and given an architecture. That's what this job is for. The education, a bachelor's degree, medium salary was $112,000, making it one of the highest paying IT jobs. Number three, computer forensic investigator, computer crime detectives. The best schools reports that computer forensic investigators search for, identify, and evaluate information from computer systems, often for trial evidence. Education, TBS says that you'll need a degree in computer forensic, information security, or cybersecurity. Certification from a computer examiner board also helps. Median salary is $64,000 according to TBS. Number four, health IT specialist. You didn't think they would be get out of it, right? Health IT is a blossoming field, especially with major changes going on in healthcare due to the Affordable Care Act and the gradual transition to electronic health records. Health IT specialists will mix computer knowledge, will record keeping skills with specialties in medical coding, billing, and cancer registry are also on demand, according to TBS. The education, while some health IT jobs require only an associate's degree and or certification, a supervisory technician position called for a bachelor's and master's degree in some cases. Median salary starts at $45,000 according to TBS. Now, medical records, work from home. I'm sure you've seen the commercials during the day. You could parlay your way into that. And I'm assuming that if you did it for quite some time, I believe that you have to actually get training to be the medical record or the medical billing person, right? So this is in that venue, and you can parlay your way into that. So we're only talking about $45,000. For some of you, that's good money. But for the vast majority of people who are actually skilled, who are actually have some sort of degree under their name that is of any importance. I'm not talking about an art degree. I'm not talking about a underwater basket weaving degree. I'm talking about an actual degree in some sort of STEM field or some sort of business field or some sort of any other of the more practical degrees. $45,000 is absolutely nothing, right? Number five. So, if you're going to get a master's degree to get a job that's $45,000, I would strongly advise you not to do that unless the hospital is going to pay you uh, all of your food, give you a car that they will put the gas in. I mean, you would have to then calculate. Uh, wait, are all of these benefits worth $20,000, $30,000? You have to calculate that stuff. Number five, mobile application developer, which I'm just going to say right here, you could be a millionaire just off of one app. So, but we'll continue on. Chances are that you are, and most people have smartphones and or tablet computers. According to Career Realism, the use of mobile tech is predicted to exceed personal computers at some time in 2013, 2014. So businesses are more heavily relying on IT professionals with experience in this field more than ever before. Let me give you some information. I have been on YouTube for almost from the start. At first, it was 99% computers, PCs that people watched me on. It is now about 50% people watch me on mobile. And that's 50% watch me on mobile. Then the next one is PC. Then the next one is tablet. Then the next one is TV, and the next one is other. I don't know what other is. I don't know what are they watching on their fridge? I wouldn't be surprised. Using basic coding languages, developers will create programs for future iOS and Android devices. The education, a bachelor's in software engineering, computer science, mobile computer, or related fields, according to TBS. And let me stick a pin in that. You do not need any education. You need to do the work. That's all you need to do. What do mean by that? I mean, you need to go self-study, get your iOS education yourself or your Android education yourself, and you need to do project after project after project and throw it up on GitHub or make your own game and be done with it. You do not need education in this particular thing. This I know for sure. This I can tell you from my own experience. Median salary is $90,000 with high growth outlook, reported TBS. That is if you go work for somebody else. So that's talking about if you go work for somebody else, which I do not advise you do, or if you need the experience, sure, go work for somebody else. But the ultimate goal is for you to make your own apps, okay? Number 6, web developer. Web developers are a jack of all trades, which I have done. I had my own web developing business, which of course crashed once the Asians got a hold of we can do your complete website for $5. Uh, and then I took a bow and I bowed out. They create web pages, web applications, and web content, but their skill set requires them to have excellent understanding of what makes a good operating system, what the average surfer finds visually stimulating, and how to optimize sites for mobile tech. Among numerous other skills, they also need proficiency in web languages like HTML, JavaScript, CSS. I would recommend also I don't know. Yeah, that's good. Education. TBS reports that the road to web design can be learned through accredited degree programs, but many web developers are self-taught and use their portfolios to win positions, which is exactly what I did. The average median salary is $90,000 a year, according to TBS. Number 7, software engineer. Like video games, want to design the next Facebook? This is for you. Software engineers are behind all the programs you run on our mobile devices and personal computers, and there is a very wide range of niche fields you can work in. The education, according to TBS, a bachelor's degree in software engineering or related fields is best. Median salary is $89,000, according to TBS. And I'm gonna say probably the median salary is a little bit more than that. It's probably $100,000 now because as you gain experience for software engineering, if you actually go work for these big companies that they're talking about, Facebook and the likes, they are going to promote you and promote you and promote you, and you will end up being in a completely different position, and you will have a completely different salary at that time. Now, do you need to go have a bachelor's degree in software engineering? No. Why do I say no on this one? Because I have asked professionals, I have asked people in the field, did you need a degree for this? And they have said, no, you don't need a degree in this. What do you get with a bachelor's degree in software engineering from a university? They say the university is going to teach you generalities and theories. Generalities and theories. What you really need is actually specific knowledge and experience. Well, of course, then that begs the question: how do you get in the door without a university degree? Aha! This is where you have to be an entrepreneur and market yourself to get in the door. Of course, you're going to have to do all of your gain all the knowledge yourself. Number 8, information technology vendor manager. Slightly more hands-off compared to some tech positions. Vendor managers oversee supply when it comes to software and hardware. This can mean anything from Microsoft latest word processors to health IT programs for hospitals. Education, computer science degree are helpful, but a deep understanding of business or even an MBA could clinch a job. Medium salary for this is $88,000 according to TBS. Number 9, geospatial professionals. Sounds confusing? Geographic information systems are complicated, but exciting and getting more so every day. GIS tech uses geographic data to evaluate and communicate trends and patterns in visual, stylish, and comprehensive ways, according to Career Realism. The education required, certificate programs and degrees both improve job outlook. Salary, the median salary is 84,000 according to Career Realism. So what does this seem like? This seems like a schmoozer job. This seems like a job that you get if you work for a company and you have some sort of background and they want to promote you into this position. And then, so once they promote you, then you can jump around till you land in the company that you would really like to work for. I'm giving you, this is not for the employer. I'm giving you this information as the employee. So this is how you do it. You try and get into the position, get you a little bit of experience, and then immediately start looking for the place that you really want and see what they require. Do they require a year, 2, 5? What do they want? Number 10, data modeler. Another position that translates poorly without jargon. Now, these IT professionals create data designs and define relationships between data fields, according to TBS. Since any company data is vital, its modeling needs to work perfectly. A more complex task as the reliance on computers grow. Education, bachelor's degree in computer science, mathematics, or IT, plus on-the-job experiences TBS. What's the medium salary for this, you might ask? A hefty $103,000 a year, according to TBS. Now, I hope this has been enlightening to everybody. Please click the thumbs up for this top 10 jobs in IT. I will be making more videos talking about technology jobs, so that you can have the information and so that you know where to go if you're a young person or even if you're not a not so young person. And I'm going to try and give you some sort of tips and tricks of how to get into the job. Do you need a 4-year degree? A lot of these, no. Why? Because all of this stuff is so new that a lot of the schools aren't actually equipped to give you the English as a degree is ages old, right? we we know what it takes to actually learn how to teach English. That's what do you do with an English degree? You teach English. That's all you do. Be a teacher, right? Of some sort, at some level, kids or adults. You teach English. Either you turn around, get the degree, and turn around and teach the next year coming in. I don't know. Let's see. Math is something that has been around forever, as far as the Western world is concerned. They know how to teach that. Computers just arrived. Your parent, for most of you, or for my subs, your parents were alive when there was no such thing as a computer. In fact, your parents were alive when somebody said a computer and people laughed at them and they thought they were cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs because computers just got here. So now universities are trying to scramble to figure out some sort of way to actually get this information out there. And in a lot of cases, you can learn on your own without spending a whole bunch of money in a university to get one of these technology jobs because it's all very new. And you know what's actually happening? A lot of the companies have universities of their own campus on the actual company, right? On the at the headquarters or wherever they have it, right? The companies know that it's all very new, and they do not have any sort of patience with the universities because they say, "Oh, I have a degree from such and so," and then after about 1,000 people come through the door saying, "I have a degree from post-Western School of Information Technology," the employer says, "These people are not meeting our standards. Tell you what, we're going to start our own school." And this is what Google does. This is what Microsoft does. This is what Facebook does. A lot of the Silicon Valley companies actually does that. So here you go. I hope everything was all right. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, give me an e-hug. I'll hug you back all the way from Vegas.